I think when I enjoy watching them the most is at Christmas time. A lot of the family has passed on. Of course, Christmas gets a little bit lonely by yourself. And it just brings back a lot of memories. Reminds me of the good times.
Holidays, birthdays, vacations, those special times in the history of a family captured in home movies.
You were a family unit. Divorce was almost unheard of back then, so most families had both parents. And it was just an easier time.
In the 1950s and early 60s, Alan Glasgow lived with his mom and dad, older sister Diana, and younger sister Nancy in a middle-class Wichita neighborhood. That period of their lives is played out in scenes of classic mid-century Americana, recorded on 8mm silent film.
You know, everybody came to one house. The grandparents had come up from Severy, and most of the other relatives that were there lived in Wichita. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you had pretty big family gatherings.
There are no spectacular feats, nothing shocking or outrageous. Alan titled this film The Wichita Years and uploaded it onto internetarchive.org. He says he only did it so family members in other parts of the country could watch it.
You know, you always like to see your own home movies, but having to go watch someone else's back then was really boring. And so I figured the same reaction.
Yet these 62 minutes of film, a compilation of some 20 reels of home movies, have struck a chord with film producers and musicians around the world. Over the past few years, the Glasgow family movies have been used in some 20 music videos and other productions.
Fireworks, fireworks, won't you shine upon my house tonight?
Alan allows anyone to use the film for free and is flattered so many have.
Well, that's just it. Here I've been in over 20 music videos, and no one knows who I am, you know, so I don't have any groupies on my front porch, so.
But Canadian singer-songwriter Alana York didn't just use clips for a video. She recently wrote and recorded an entire song about these home movies.
Looking back underneath,
I don't know how I came to discover some old family home movies from the 50s, but this particular one was just perfect, and it just really spoke to me. It just seemed very universal, and like I don't know, the grandparents coming over, the little girls getting dressed up because they're going to get their pictures taken, or they're going to Disneyland on a road trip. Even though it wasn't the time that it would have been more like my parents' generation, but it just felt really universal. It felt like something that had happened in my family or anyone's family. The old cars that are in the shots, I mean, Yeah, I mean, there was that personal aspect of feeling like you're looking back and that's nostalgic, but also I felt like I was a tourist and I felt like I was having this. I think what really drew me in was just this privileged, intimate view of this family. Like, for Alan to offer this up is so generous. And for me to ride along in the car as they're going down the highway in a place in the United States where I have never been. Like, it was just such an exclusive, to me it felt like an exclusive behind the scenes look at this family, but at the same time it felt, it didn't feel invasive, it just felt like it could be any family from that time, and that was really special. It's interesting that it's in Wichita, so I had to look up exactly where Wichita, Kansas is. You're right in the exact center of the U.S. and I think that was really interesting to me. That it was just kind of, you throw a pin at the map and you're right in the middle.
I found this film inside my head. When things get bad, I turn to it.
It's a beautiful song. I was just really humbled that she made a song about the film. And I went online and read the words, and you know, there's a couple verses in there that's just my feelings when I watch it.
The Glasgows moved to Colorado in 1961 when Alan was 9. His dad and grandfather opened an auto parts shop there, and the business failed. The family soon moved to Tulsa, where Alan lives to this day. But in his heart, he says Wichita will always be home. And his home movies allow him to visit whenever he wants, and allow the rest of the world to come along.
I want you there.
Sadness came with the Boulder, Colorado, because of the closure of the store and the stress on the family. Things just didn't seem the same after that.
There's something just so special about the Wichita years, and it's interesting to hear about that's how Alan sees it, with it, that being his real life, that those were happy years, because you can tell.
The Wichita years are the happiest of my life.
I found